Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Mahalo Halo Las Vegas. I'm your host, Toni Rose, and I'm here with my girl.
Hey, y'all. It's MC Lepa Leps, and me and Toni Rose are coming at you with big love all the way from the 702 and keeping it live with the 725 because we added a new area code.
Yeah, we did. We are growing.
So
Vegas is booming.
702 said, "Oh, I'm enough. Uma, I have to add another
Junior.
You know, it's okay."
Yeah. Well, speaking of Vegas, it's growing. Lots of movement.
Yes.
As a realtor here in town, we are building. People are coming from out of town, moving, seeking opportunity, just, want to vibe with Vegas. And it's an amazing feeling, but traffic.
Yeah, it's coming. That traffic is traffic. It's like it's hard to gauge when the traffic is, what certain times and whatnot. But you know what? It's good and it's challenging. But you know what? I think we're gonna be okay.
It's all good.
We're gonna be okay.
Just avoid all the traffic hours.
Just don't go
every minute.
Just don't go anywhere. No, just kidding.
So, any updates with you, sis? We're wearing the high bun today. We got the memo. Yes.
Bun action. Yes, but I think it was just like how was our week going so far? I mean, to be honest, it's like, with every day with its challenges, I'm always forever grateful to make it through each day. I mean, God is so good. And, we're just so thankful for all the little things, you know what I'm saying? As we prepare for greater things for our families and everything else. So how about you?
I mean, spring semester is upon us. I know that's, the end of the month soon.
Yeah.
So
oh my gosh, we're already in March.
Yes. And this year is zooming by. Lots of little things that we have in place for the year, like we always, plan and forecast. But we want to make sure that we include our community on this show because not only are we about our Filipino community, Samoans, Tongans, Hawaiians.
Let's go.
My African American, Black, White, everybody should be inclusive in this town. We have so much talent here, and there's so much going on. And so I want to make sure that you guys are showcased and, exploring all of those avenues. So today's show is, we have a full house.
Yes.
We have a full house. I'm so happy. I want to give a great big shout out to our girl, Miss Tori.
Tori, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
My number 4 child out of the 5, yes. Lots of happening things
here.
Yeah,
tell us about your village, my friend.
Well,
Let's break it down.
Me and my husband, married for 22 years. We have 5 children, blessed. And number 4, she's actually here, and she just turned 12. And that also is the number of years we've been here in Vegas.
Yes.
So, 12 is a good number.
It's your anniversary.
It's our anniversary, yes.
Tori, how do you feel, babe? You feel good? Well, you're blessed. We're blessed to have you here. My son is also in the building.
Yes,
Hi, Ace.
Ace.
They're both 12, He's catching up to Tori, though. He's about a foot behind, but you're good.
That's okay.
Love you.
That's all right. There's power. There's power in that.
Yes,
so let's
absolutely. So anyway, today we are going to be joined by lots of talent.
Yes.
Just so much energy from the community. This gentleman has founded an amazing organization that is giving back to the Las Vegas community. And it's not only affecting us positively, but it's going to be, I think, international in no time, right?
Yes.
That's the goal for everything. It's just to reach, with especially social media, we can outreach and reach so many people in a matter of seconds now, right?
That's
so
right.
I want to introduce the founder of the Manifest Academy, Mr. Rob Lacey.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show.
How y'all doing, man? Oh my God, so honored to be here with y'all today.
Absolutely.
So excited.
Thank you for having me.
Of course.
Absolutely.
We brought Zoe.
Yes, we did. We brought some talent. We have Miss Zoe Johnson, who is one of your talented artists.
Oh my goodness.
Her parents are also joining us.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, they are. Look at that. Love that. Love it.
Hey, Sam.
It's a family affair.
Yes. And then we have the one and only Diski, the Eagle, in the building.
Yes. Come on.
That's my guy.
He is the producer and music behind.
A graphic designer, video editor, everything.
Extraordinary.
Animator.
Right.
Oh, let's go. Yeah.
We actually had Giselle here the other day. So
I seen that post. I was excited. I was like,
she's one of your students and performers on your team.
I didn't get to mentor Giselle in the aspect of developing her craft, but we did come in contact and provide a space for her to perform.
I love
she frequents our stage downtown at the Container Park.
Right.
Yep, where you also host your events and stuff. So
Shout out to Container Park. They have been a hub to so many talented people. And, let's start from the beginning, Rob. Let's just go ahead and how did we connect? And then also let's talk about, Manifest Academy and what's coming up for you guys.
Sure. I went to the Mahalo Halo last event at the downtown Container Park. I was like blown away. I seen all the ads and I was just so intrigued because I'm like, well, we're also in this space, but it don't look like that. So I was so happy, so happy that you were like, hey, Rob, what's up? And he was very kind and very sweet, and I really appreciate that. It goes a long way. I'll always remember that. So that's how we connected, and you even were gracious enough to like, hey, if you got an artist, bring them down, and so they can perform. So we were very grateful for that, and then we came in contact again because you hit me up and I'm like, she remembered me.
Well, we had like that small, I think you brought one of your other artists.
Yeah, Denjay.
Yes, so it was a very short meeting.
I know Denjay.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I know his family.
Oh
my goodness.
Small world, right? Small town.
Cree is the homegirl. Shout out Cree. Yep.
Oh my gosh.
So, we didn't have enough space to...
on the bill, it was packed.
But it's all good. Next one, we will definitely make space for that. But let's talk about Manifest Academy. How did you start it? What was the vision? What is your goal? And where are you now?
Long story short, I've been doing mentorship since I was 19. I used to mentor like junior high kids and stuff like that. By the time I was 21, actually, I was a youth pastor, and I started doing the music program at a local boys and girls club in San Pedro, California.
Okay.
They weren't paying very well, so I had my first kid, so I just kind of stepped out of there, got into some corporate world work, and always had that yearning to go back to it because it's just my nature to want to help youth and see them develop and grow. We developed this awesome program there throughout the years, just kind of like developing it, and right now where we're at in Vegas, I took a full plunge. So I started working on curriculums and different initiatives to try to make the impact in the community, which we see with Uprising and different places that I teach in the city. So Manifest Academy is the program in which I teach and how I teach and the methodology. So it's just a matter of how I relate to the kids, how I'm able to connect with them, the different ways that I'm showing them the tools and they can be engaged and be interested. That's the hard part, is keeping the youth interested. You know what I mean? There's so much pulling them from different angles, but I'm just grateful to be here and be of service to everyone that gets to receive.
That's amazing.
Music, the creative, I was in the corporate world for a little bit, I went back and forth, and then finally the creative is always going to pull at your heartstrings, no matter what, and that's, your purpose, your calling, when you have something that's going to call you to serve and then give back, and eventually the, compensation will come, later, but, if you work at your craft and you're obedient, you're going to go far. So I commend you for having such an amazing vision and then bring it. So how many students do you have now?
I service about 100 to, it could be 150 depending on the season. Like in summer it goes up, but normally about 100, right?
Okay. That's awesome.
But it's just the different places that I teach in the city. And then shout out to Notes for Notes, which is a nonprofit org. Shout out Positively Arts. Shout out One Shine. These are the big umbrellas that I am able to function through and move and provide the program services and things like that. So it's really exciting.
I love it because it's collaboration over competition. Absolutely. I love it how you are able to come together and just like instead of saying, oh, I'm going to create my own thing, you're able to just say, hey, how can I help you guys? And they're like, yes. And so that's just amazing how it went from, you said, from just the idea to a plunge, and now you're averaging about 100. That's a blessing.
Well, it's hard because everyone has some form of an ego, and it's like, well, I know that sometimes it might be difficult. I'm sorry, you guys, but I'm a universal person, and I'm gonna use where the love is, and it's just kind of like everyone has to kind of respect it because I'm coming from a pure place. There's a lot of integrity in it, and I'm not out to oust anybody. It's just growth, and it's also expansion, and people have different resources. One place is going to do something that the other place doesn't, and so I just kind of bring the kids into the fold wherever they best fit.
That's amazing.
And there's plenty of room for opportunity for everybody, and I feel like the creation of arts and music, it's ever flowing. So there shouldn't be any greed or anything like that. But I feel like it's a growth mindset, business mindset as well, right?
Yes, of course.
So it does take a team. So introduce, Illegal.
Yes.
So Illegal hasn't gotten the chance to jump on board, but he has been assisting recently with some animation ideas because we're going to be launching our own cartoon.
All right.
Currently we do like voiceover acting classes, right?
Nice.
Well, we'll remix some old cartoons, right? And then we'll just strip the audio, and then we'll have the kids improvise their own scripts.
All right.
And then I teach them also how to score and then put their sound effects in it.
That's beautiful.
So now we've just kind of like exhausted that exercise, and they're like, what's next? And I'm like, our own cartoon. So we're gonna make our own cartoon.
Awesome.
We're gonna be using a lot of different resources to put that together, because none of us are true animators, but we're doing our homework, we're doing our research, we're dedicated to it. I spent over 24 hours this last weekend just researching and building characters and finding that it wasn't going to work, and I have to start all over.
Right.
There's other ways to do it, so I'm like, my brain is like, but it's all learning.
I
it's beautiful.
love it.
As long as you're learning, moving toward the vision, right?
Yeah, but I got a whole plot. It's called Invasion of the Toe Ticklers.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
Wash your feet.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness.
So the toe ticklers, they can sniff you out.
Ticklers.
If your feet ain't clean, they're gonna come find you.
I mean, right then and there, the title alone, just got me. But you know what? Actually, I do want to talk to you more about that, because actually, my oldest daughter she is actually an animator, and she's actually a self-taught, and so definitely
she's incredible.
And I'm looking for mentorship for her. And she's actually born with both physical and mental disabilities, but she expresses herself through animation, and so what a beautiful way. Yeah, and so we'll show you some. I would show you that. And she would love to learn. And so I was actually pretty soon I'm going to enroll her in animation school, because I want her to master that. She's kind of learned everything on her own through Procreate. So she actually does all that, and we actually have shirts and stuff like that too. She creates her own animated characters. Dude, she's just, the world is a limit. Like you're very unique. Right. I'll show you my business card. She animated me, and that's my logo. So but
she's incredible.
But we'll definitely link up and more and get even more together.
This is what it's about.
You said that, I was oh, I might have somebody for you.
Well, the cool thing about Manifest, which I realized probably 7 months ago, is that I'm not really I love music as a medium, and even though that's my first love with arts, I know that's not everybody's first love. Right. So there's culinary arts, and there's other types of arts like physical paintings, graffiti art. Once upon a time, I saw this nonprofit that had this space. They had a big backyard and like huge wooden panels, and they would go out and bomb murals with aerosol cans and stuff. And it was an actual class where they taught them digital arts and physical painting arts. So I've never seen anything like that. Right. Eventually, that's something where my mind goes, and like, past music, that's the development of all the arts. It's manifesting whatever art form and seeking out. My job is to go seek out the money to make it the resources to get it happening for them, you know?
But you know what? Even in the name itself, manifest. When you're speaking things and you're looking for things and you're seeking things, I mean, you're just talking. I'm just like, I
speak
got to do it. It's like I got to do it. Step out and think. But that's awesome.
Manifest is like podcasting right now. It's songwriting, singing, rapping, music production, and voice acting. I just keep it in that little bubble, because if I start spreading out too far, my brain's gonna explode.
Endless opportunity and endless possibilities, right?
Yeah, it's all there, and I'm still retaining all these ideas. But it's just as time goes, the team will become bigger. Not to discredit Illegal, but Dream Team is my biggest team that makes it happen for me. Along my journey, I found individuals that volunteer their time. They come down to the Uprising Container Park event every single time out of the goodness of their hearts.
Oh, nice.
And, we have a good time. And it's developed to the point where everyone knows what they're going to do. We're a well-oiled machine.
Nice.
We're actually ready for the next level. I told them we're not stopping until we're in the MGM Grand Garden Arena throwing big things with huge headliners. So my vision is pretty expansive.
I love that.
And now we're just on the mission of getting donors and things like that
We're
that are going to be able to see the vision and want to give,
That's what it's all about.
Yes.
Come on.
So we also have one of your artists and students here.
Yeah.
Let's bring to the mic Zoe Johnson.
Hello.
So dope.
Hi. And you're here accompanied with your parents as well because they are your ride and your biggest fans.
I was just listening a little earlier. She got another fan too. I was like, ooh.
Thank you.
Yes.
Plus one.
Yeah,
So Zoe, tell us about your experience so far. How's it going? And share your artistry with us.
Yes.
It's been going well, guys. It's a process, though, I will say.
Yeah.
So, we're gonna take it back to where I first started with
Come on.
this.
Okay.
So,
All right.
I don't know. We were on vacation, right, y'all? We were on vacation, and it was like a 2-day vacation. And I was like, you know what? I just want to get down. I want to sit down and I want to write something because I was in the mood. I was like, you know what? Let me just see what I can come up with.
Okay.
And I just I started writing on the paper. Then it turned into like a whole song 2 days later, and I'm like,
Beautiful.
I do that.
Yeah.
So then I had, I think we had came together, me and my fam. We came to speak with Mr. Rob, and we just said like, hey, we want to get this in, and he had already sent us some beats, so we were pretty much ready to get in.
Right.
Took I don't know, took like about
10 years for me to get the song back to you.
Well, I would say it take a couple of weeks to actually get it all together. We had to go back in the studio, fix some things. First we had to get in there, record.
Right.
But it took some time, and now we're here.
It's a
we
process.
did it.
Yeah.
I'm
First
so happy.
single is out now.
I'm so happy. Yes.
What is it called?
Right here, Zoe Johnson, go stream, guys.
That's
no
right.
Y in the no Y after. It's just ZOE.
The ZOE.
Because everybody always spells it wrong, and I'm like, guys,
Zoe, how old are you?
There's no why.
14
You're 14 years old, so you're a freshman, sophomore.
freshman.
She's a
Wow.
freshman.
That's incredible. You're so mature for your age. So, how do you like school and writing and your artistry right now? Where are you at? Do you have a balance?
Yeah, I'm pretty much finding one. It's
Yeah.
still a little difficult because the work is getting stacked on just a little bit more. I'm still staying on top of it, but
Okay.
Yeah.
it just keeps stacking. So I'm trying to manage this
Maintain,
and then
yeah.
do everything else outside of school. But it's working pretty well.
Okay,
It's going
good.
pretty good.
Gosh.
So, besides music, what else are you into? Are you into sports as well?
I consider dancing a sport. I don't know if you guys
No,
do.
it is.
It is definitely a
It
sport.
is.
I dance. I'm getting into acting, and I've modeled for a little bit, but
Okay.
I want to get back in there, guys.
Okay.
Triple, quadruple
back in the
threat.
groove.
Quadruple.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you got a lot of talented folks in your class and your academy, Rob. So I hope that Zoe is going to share something with us at the end of the show, and we're going to
Yes.
wrap it with that. But I want to hear from Illegal and tell us about your experience. How are you going to be a part of this vision, and how's it going so far for you?
How you doing? So I'm originally from Chicago, and I was doing basically what Rob was doing back there. I was a music instructor, and I was teaching kids 7 to 18 to make beats,
Nice.
Okay.
produce,
Nice.
sing, podcast, the whole 9 yards. And so I moved up here temporarily just to hang with him and help him out for a little while.
Right.
And then I'm going to be moving on to San Diego.
Okay.
But
Okay.
This is a stop.
Yeah, it's basically a stop.
That's okay.
Okay.
Well, he's family, so.
Right.
He's
That's not
always
far.
stopping by. Yeah.
But we had a lot of the same vision. Like me and him have worked years on projects. We put together a project, 7 years ago maybe?
Music project.
Yeah.
I'm a vocalist as well, so he's my favorite producer.
Yeah, thank you.
Nice.
And so, but he makes the illest beats. I swear.
Thank
Come
you,
on.
man.
Come on.
And I've been doing this for 27 years.
Oh, he said it from the gut.
No, he
Did you hear that one?
You heard that from the depths.
So
That was deep.
it's something. It's something I love, but it's just like what he was saying. Sometimes it doesn't pay as well as other,
Of course.
jobs.
Right.
But I did find satisfaction in mentorship because I have a 13-year-old student, and this kid is amazing.
That's great.
He's a producer, and I taught him the basics. and he just flew with it.
Right,
Wow.
Like, I'll sit him down in front of a laptop, he'll put together a beat in 10 minutes, and it's the craziest thing I've ever heard.
That's incredible.
And so it's
Wow.
like, you know, and I have other students that are younger, they range in age. I get them in there in the booth, and they want to do voiceover stuff or podcast or rap or sing, whatever, and it's amazing watching them.
Yeah.
But when we you know, kind of figured we were on the same page, it was like, okay, why not
Tag
put
team.
those things? Yeah, why not put that together?
Absolutely.
You know? And so
You have to. I think it's so incredibly important to, you know, work with people that are like-minded toward the same
absolutely.
goal.
Come on.
And even if there's not the same, you know, idea, it's going to mesh, you know. Eventually it's going to work out because you're like, hey, we're going toward the same direction.
That's right.
Let's just work
That's right.
together, get on the same train, and maybe I'll hop off for a little coffee or something. But I'll be right back.
Exactly.
You know what
But
I mean?
I love it. I love it that you said, you know, you said it from the depths. You said, I was like, ooh, like there's wisdom there that you also bring, and then there's also creativity and just ideas that you guys are collaborating, and you just it's such a beautiful growth because you're learning and you're giving at the
Giving
same time.
back.
Yeah.
And as you were just talking about the 13-year-old, I mean, you said, man, he's just amazing. Yeah, sometimes financially we may not get at the time being, but to see the fruit of what
Your
the
labor.
knowledge,
Right.
to see that, and it will eventually pay off.
Right. It's
gonna last
I mean,
forever.
it's something that's gonna keep on giving.
It's that
Yeah.
legacy.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're building that.
Yeah,
And you're
and
a
I'm
part
starting
of
an
that.
online school called Be Architects Academy,
Okay.
which is basically, it's similar but it's different. It's two parts. Part of it is dealing with production, and the other side is dealing with like the entertainment industry as far as getting placements.
Right.
Or,
Yeah.
The business side.
Yeah, I know a guy that got a placement at Walt Disney, and this guy has his music playing on one of the rides, and his checks, like
Residuals.
one check could buy like a house or a
Right.
car.
Yeah.
Right.
Because the song is getting played every 2 minutes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so when I tell kids this, their eyes are like, that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Ooh.
They're like, okay, this is what
Can
I
I
want to
be
do.
in the elevator?
Right. They're like, I want to do
Be
this.
in the tower.
It doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
As you're walking
The
down.
Tower of Terror. Let me just be like that scary. As they go up and
Yeah.
No, it's true. And I think, like, you know, the business side to things, it's like, yeah, you're always going to have a creative side. But as I've grown and I've also progressed in my artistry and my creative side, you have to implement the business side. Because if you
Absolutely.
don't, you know, implement that side, you're going to always be crashing
Yeah.
or, you know,
Yeah.
or taking
hungry.
and taking advantage of.
Yeah,
as,
for
as
that
well.
next check or
Yeah.
whatever. And, you know, there's also creatives that are working a W-2, which is all good.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
working toward their dream. And I think that's what's going to fund your dream in the long run. So I think it's very important to kind of keep that balance. Zoe, you listening? Okay. So, yeah, as you get into your creative and your artistry, don't get frustrated with the process
Yeah.
because that's
Absolutely.
your growth. And then when you're where you're at, that's the fun part because then you can, you know, evolve as an artist,
Yes.
right, Rob?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm like, yo, this is spot on.
Right.
Yeah.
This is spot on, and it's like, yeah, that's the part that hits my heart the hardest. It's like knowing that they're gonna grow up there. I won't always be there to like hold their hand, you know. So I always try to educate parents, you know, and give them the information as well as the youth, because it's like, yeah, those are the ones that are going to be checking off, signing off on whatever they can do. So they should have the knowledge about these
Absolutely.
processes as well.
And
That's
the great
so
thing
cool.
about it is too, like you come from different spaces and places. These kids, you know, may have the money or the
Yep.
resource to work
I
with
got
you
foster
guys,
kids,
right?
you know, I got like super baller kids that
Yeah.
want to be hard, you know,
Right.
there's a little mix of everything.
Yeah,
They
And
come
then-
from all walks of life. You know what I mean?
exactly.
And the funny thing is, it's kind of like, you know, like looking at Rob or looking at myself, like we kind of crawled so they could walk or fly or whatever the case may
Right.
be. Like I didn't have any mentors. I had to learn everything I learned myself. He didn't have, and so he got to mentor out of that, not having that person
Of
there.
course, yeah.
And you do that much more for the kids because you're
Yeah.
like, okay, I didn't have this, so now I'm gonna equip you with this early.
Come on.
So you can go much further than I'm going.
That's beautiful. And the goal is when these, you know, kids that you mentor have risen to where they're supposed to be or where you hope they're supposed to be and they meet you there
Yes.
and they surpass you, then you're like, all right, I did my job, moving on, right? So that's the goal for, I think, everybody. as parents too. It's like, well, my kids will do better, hopefully, right? So it's kind of that vision.
Yes.
So let's talk about what's coming up. Uprising.
Yeah, we got Uprising coming up this Saturday. It's going to be from 12 to 3 p.m. at the downtown Container Park. We are going to be there every other month, so we'll be back also in April for the 1-year anniversary. We're very excited about this. There's going to be a lot of vendors and youth talent, some local indie acts that are adults that are going to be there to support them. And we got lots of fun. We were going to stream live, but we also have a podcast that's streamed at the same time in the corner. So if anyone wants to come by, get interviewed real quick, say hi, get interviewed, drop a little quick 3-minute thing, and then boom, I'll be on your way. Yeah, spit some.
Right. That's exciting. Container Park has held so many amazing events that are just, conducive to that community feel. The vendors, local businesses, food, especially food.
We love food. We love food.
We love food. Everybody loves food. But
we want foodies.
Yes. Right. We want to shout out Container Park because they are just a home for all of our talents. Coming from California, you come here and you're like, hey, what venue can I put this event on without feeling so held back, and there you're able to create because it is in the heart of the city, and it's so creative. The containers, the stage, the sound,
the location,
the staff, everybody.
Wonderful.
I had scouted a few other places in the city before that, and I just I didn't feel it like it was home.
Right.
And I really got fortunate through a friend to be introduced to the right contacts, and luckily said contact was like, I love what you do, bro.
Absolutely.
Like, we're going to make space for you. And I was like, thank the Lord.
Thank the Lord. Yes. And LVA is right across the street.
Yes,
so you get a lot of the students that are like, hey, what are you
what's
guys
going
doing
on over here?
I want to know what's going on. I want to be a part of that. So again, everybody on September.
This Saturday.
This Saturday.
This Saturday.
This Saturday, Uprising at Container Park.
Container Park.
From 12 to 3.
Come on now.
Manifest Academy is throwing this, and then in April it's going to be a 1-year anniversary, and that's going to be a beautiful
We're trying to go real hard for that
big.
one.
Yeah.
We're trying to be like Toni, you know what I'm saying? Stepping our game up.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
In April, do you have the date in
Don't
April?
have a date yet.
Not yet.
But
Okay.
once we get a date, we'll dial it in. Make sure everyone you follow us, Manifest Academy online, Instagram, manifest.academy, or me, DEFMASS, Def Mass. You'll keep up with all the stuff. I post a lot of the engagements that I have in the studio with the youth. You can see the full story unfold. You can watch the development and the progression, and watch us win, and become a part of it only too, because it's like, I don't do this for me. I do this so they can win. And there's people that want to help, they just don't know how.
Yeah.
So it's like, yo, hit me up.
And that's why we're here, to let them know how, to connect with you so that they can.
There's people in the world that care, and I refuse to believe that the otherwise, and I used to feel like, oh man, there's not a lot of people. And then I started stepping into the faith of believing these concepts.
Yes.
And then the right people come.
Yeah.
It's
true.
The right people, sometimes I don't even know when opportunities are coming now. I just get a phone call like, hey, you want to do the Mahalo Halo podcast? And I'm like, yeah, let me call one of my students. Because you mentioned. So, and then, so I'm really happy. Actually, a friend of mine, Christina, painted a painting of me. It's sitting in City Hall right now downtown. It's for Unsung Heroes Black History Month.
Okay.
And I had no idea this was going to happen. She just out the blue. I got an art exhibit in City Hall. Come check it out. It's going to be down there until March 14th.
Post that so we can see it, because we want to see that. We can go down there and look at it.
Yeah. So there's going to be on Thursday. There's going to be an actual reception for it. I'm going to pop up, take photo ops and all that stuff. Hopefully she'll be nice and let me take my picture home.
So you can hang it by for you to look at.
Yeah, I've never had a picture drawn of me or anything.
That's really
not
cool.
that I can remember, unless it was a girl in elementary school. She's like,
and it's like
so cute with hearts around it.
Stick figures. We're like stick figures.
That's hilarious.
No, but that's amazing that you're doing that. You know what I mean? Because when you're making that, when you're wanting to make that impact and you're like, it's not about me.
Yeah.
Then, you know, for us, it's like, you know, when you make it happen for others, God will make it happen for you.
Yeah,
And you know what I mean?
100%.
Like you said, I mean, to be honored like that, I mean, you deserve that.
Yeah.
There's a reason for that. You're sowing seed onto all these young people and teaching them and helping them grow. So yeah, you're gonna reap a definite blessing and benefit from that, because that's what we believe. We come together with the community here in Vegas to uplift, to encourage, because we have that same heart. You know what I'm saying?
Can we talk about
there it is.
how much time we got? Because I want to talk about stepping into our callings.
Like there it is.
Because that's important.
Yeah.
Stepping
Let's
into
talk
our
about
callings. You know, because there was some times where I felt like, most of the time growing up, I felt like the underdog. You know what I mean? Because I was always fighting and scrapping and scraping as a young artist, stepping on the scene, you know, trying to be heard, trying to be recognized. Everyone, when you first start your musical journey, you want to be popularized so your music could sell, not for ego or anything like that, but some people want the ego and, you know, the likes and the followers. What's up?
Did you post it on MySpace?
I was on MySpace. I had MySpace.
Girl, you're showing our age now. Come on now.
Yeah.
Don't be talking about
Because then I probably downloaded
I thought you were going to talk about, like, you know, what is it, Vine?
Oh, they got deleted.
MySpace.
Yeah, Vine's gone.
MySpace.
Friendster.
MySpace artists was a thing.
Yeah.
When they launched the little players for independent artists.
Yes,
that was kind of cool. Well, that was the grind days where I was like feeling insecure and not knowing my place in the music industry and things like that, and then just obviously from the dirt getting it. But let's talk about now winning, and it's hard sometimes for me to just accept, like, someone just drew a painting of me, someone's just invited me to this upper echelon type of event where I feel like I'm standing next to my childhood heroes, and I just have to kind of like, it's been hard for me to kind of go, I'm actually winning right now, like, and I got to step into that. It's so hard for a lot of us to do that, I feel, honestly and genuinely and truly, because once we do that, then you're able to fully transition. It's that little, I don't know if I'm that great, but you have to acknowledge your own greatness, but not in an egotistical way. It's like, yo,
you can do it humbly and still be able to grow. I think it's because we've been grinding so much, and we're so used to this. And when it's time to level up, you're like, I'm leveling up, but then also too, you're also being acknowledged leveling up. So you gotta. It's just all a matter of renewing your mind, setting that, you know what I mean, and growing in that.
It's that growth mindset.
It's a renewal every day.
Absolutely.
You know, it's like I'm not the same person I was yesterday.
Come on.
You know. And so that's just for me, my own mantra, you know, because I have to acknowledge that we're stepping into greatness
come on.
right now.
Absolutely.
We're stepping into greatness right now. It's our time, you know.
And you got to speak life to it. You know, when you have an idea, you have that calling in your heart, and God places that in your heart. With the kids in the room, I want you guys to remember, like, just because you are just starting off doesn't mean you're not meant to be for it. You know, if it's in your path, you know, whatever is for you will not pass you. So hopefully you guys are, you know, working toward your dream, but, you know, you're not going to take things for granted. You know, the things that are placed in your life, it's like a lesson. If it's not for you, you're going to have to be redirected in other ways. So, I think when you sit at the table with your idols or your idols heroes. Or your heroes or your people that you look up to, you're like, oh my God, I'm actually here. I'm sitting at the same table. Yes, pull up a chair.
Exactly.
Don't sit back in the shadow.
Belong there.
You got to
act like
show
you belong
up.
There.
And if you have to listen a little more than you speak, then that is the way to go.
Shut up.
You know,
just being able to shut up when you talk to, and then,
but at the same
you got
time
the floor,
too,
you got the floor.
Your voice. Your voice may be important for them to hear.
Oh, of course.
So, you know what I mean? It's knowing when to, you know when to talk, know when to listen. But at the same time, too, it's just exciting because we are going there. We are there already. So, you know, that's what's up.
Yeah. And you guys grew up together, right? Grew into...
We actually met on a music tip.
Okay.
We didn't even know we were related when we met.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Wow. Isn't that crazy?
Hey, you're my cousin.
Yeah, so we had been working for like 7-8 years, and then
that's insane.
He posted something, and he was like, my cousin. I was like, wait a minute, your cousin? Like,
That's my cousin.
That's my cousin.
I was like, are we related?
No, but that's really my cousin.
I was like, yo.
Right. I'm
for
like,
real,
no,
for
that's
real.
my cousin.
I was like, wow, so we actually, no wonder we got such good chemistry. We're actually related.
Yes.
It just made sense.
It does make sense.
That's
that's
crazy.
beautiful. Oh
and
my
we
God.
have such parallel lives. Sometimes we sit there and look at each other and shake our heads like, yo, what is going on?
My mom was like, how y'all related?
Yeah, she said that. That was so hilarious. That was so hilarious.
Let me check on that.
Yeah.
Like,
Who's your cousin?
she was fact checking. Like, wait a minute. That was so funny.
My mom's crazy.
Yeah, but we have a lot in common. Like, God got us on the same path.
What better way to share it with each other, right?
Yeah, check out our album. We got a project up. It's under the name Ski Mass.
Okay.
Yeah,
SKIMASS.
Okay.
Between D ski and Def Mass,
Yeah.
it's Ski Mass.
Look at that. Baby is born.
I love it.
But yeah,
I
it's
love it.
classic hip hop.
I love it.
Yeah.
And we got more
hip-hop.
stuff we're going to be working on in the future.
Oh, man.
Well, we're excited.
You may hear anything from us, jazz, soul, because we're real eclectic as far as our musical taste. Both. That's another thing we share in common. So we're riding places and vibing off of different things that you wouldn't think we listen to. But we're like, oh, this is nice, and we're making ugly faces like, this is amazing. Like, ooh,
That's stank face.
you hear that bass line? Like, right, yeah.
You hear that bass, you're like, I can feel it right here.
That's the good stuff.
The
Yeah,
red
that's
table
the
talks
good.
face.
That's the good. That's the good.
Zoe, tell us about your artistry. Are you? What is your sound? Tell us what you see your future, in the entertainment industry or the music industry.
I see myself, how would I say it, like stepping into bigger opportunities. And just with this one song, it's already like gotten love, and I'm like, wow, like I'm so used to like being in a small, community, like where it's only just like a couple of us, and we're like family supporting, like all my close friends supporting. So like to see there are actually people like out there looking at me, I'm like, wow. But
And you've only begun, girl. I mean, you're 14.
Yeah.
This is exciting.
You just started.
It's a great moment. It feels really great. Like I've been wanting to do this for such a long time. So just to know that I'm coming out of my shell and that I was able to do this with the help of Mr. Rob and with the help of my family.
Yeah.
Like it's just crazy. It's like I'm just trying to find the right words to say. It's so amazing.
You can,
She's been talking about this since. Is this on?
Yes, Mom. Talk
She's
about
been
it.
talking about this since she could walk. Like she would say, "I'm going to be famous, and I'm going to go around the world, and I'm going to sing my songs, and I'm going to dance." And we would be like, "What? Okay."
I'm here to inspire.
It's like Rob. She manifested it.
Yes.
So it's
love that.
all the things are just starting to align and
I
come
love
together.
it. That's beautiful. Oh my God.
And what about Dad? Well, right now you're driving her everywhere and finding parking. So tell us about
Uber life. Go ahead.
Yeah, your hopes for her.
Well, I just want Zoe to one, have fun.
Yes.
I think she's at a point right now where she's learning how to become an artist, and we've had to learn. There's a lot that comes with that, and so for her, we don't want her to be encumbered with all of the heaviness of it. Right now, it's just write what's in your heart and have a good time doing it.
Yeah.
And then all of that extra stuff that'll come in time. Yeah. So and I think that she's learning that and she's enjoying that. So it's exciting to watch.
Oh, I love that. The support of family and your parents. Sometimes it's hard because you're like, oh, that's their dream, and you don't see it yet. But the love and the support and that foundation is so crucial for anybody's dream to come true, whether it's the medical field or an engineer. So Zoe, you got a good support system there. So make sure you write from the heart and then leave it on stage. Right?
Oh man.
Yes, yeah.
Cannot wait.
Some people don't even. I work with so many different families. Some people don't even have their parents' support like that.
Yeah.
Some parents won't come through to the show. Some parents won't even take them to a session. So when I see fortunate individuals like Zoe, I always commend them for listening to their parents for one, right? And following the direction of whatever it is they feel is the best path for them, because that's sometimes hard to understand when you're not in full control of your own thing. And then also commend the parents, because when I see the actual engagement, and I'm like, y'all is really doing that, man, and it makes me want to cry.
With the price of gas,
I know. Price of gas.
Find a parking spot real quick.
Come on.
We can't drive around again.
Yes. One time only.
Right. No, and I know that because with growing up and coming from the Philippines, my parents working full time and all of that, and then I was like, oh, you got to drive me to my sporting event, my performance, that. it's a lot of work. Now that I'm a parent, I'm like, oh my
You're like,
God.
oh my God.
And we have lives too.
I know.
We have dreams.
Things we want to do too.
Right, Dad.
She's like, what? oh, yeah. Of course you do.
True story, right? We have our own thing going on. Just because we're parents doesn't mean that we have things that we got to stop. But of course, we cater to our kids and make sure that their dreams are manifesting. So we're really excited for Manifest Academy Uprising this weekend. Your partnership with family,
yes.
Zoe, talented students.
Can I say one thing also about
continue,
Zoe?
Yeah.
She probably didn't think I would say anything about this, but I like how mature she is in the aspect of dealing with all the love. And she said that she's used to just getting like family support or friends or whatever, but now it's public. And now people are going
like, who don't even know you.
Oh my God, with such high intensity she's not used to. But she expressed to me that she's just very humbled about it. There's nothing egotistical there.
Of course.
And so and I see a lot of other kids that are just like, yes, I want the fame, but she's like, I just want to make music and help people.
Good for you.
So that's why I think God's gonna bless this. You know what I mean?
That humble girl.
And I think, when it is your family, you're like, okay, I'm so used to that love.
Right,
but
they're
then
gonna say it regardless.
when it's the support of strangers, you're like,
That's right.
okay, that's another level. Now, how do I connect with them? And you've already connected with their music. With
and
their music.
fandom, she's never had. I don't think you've ever had fans, right? Now you got fans.
You got them now.
And more are coming.
When he first played her song, I didn't know who she was, and I was like, "Who is that?" She was so polished, and I was like, "He's like, oh, this is my 14-year-old." I'm like, "What?"
Yes,
because it was so polished, and I'm like,
I love that. Well, we're excited. Kuya, do you think we can play that track and then we can perform it?
Yes.
I mean, I'm so excited for your journey. This is the beginning, and we're here. Mahalo, halo. And then Sam is the first one to play it. So, I mean, on air, but, I know it's on all streaming platforms.
Yep.
So
Absolutely.
you guys go ahead and check it out. What was the title one more time?
Right here, Zoe Johnson.
She's
Go
here,
stream,
guys.
ZOE. ZOE.
Look at me, look at where I am now. Slowly trying to work it out. Honestly, can't even keep my mind out of it. I wanna stay living the life I've once desired, feeling something different, something lighter on my life. And I just wanna stay surrounded in it. I wanna stay right here. I'm standing on a new foundation right here. I'm leveling up on firm precision right here. I'm comfortable, and right here's where I wanna be. Looking at life and changing my perspective on things, 'cause I've noticed some things have changed. Finding feelings that I sought to feel, and finding peace within my soul. Yeah, took me some time to realize that not everything is for me. Not everything is gonna be perfect or how I want it to be. I stay having to tell myself, no, it might not work out that way. But God's been working me through it. He knows it's better than right here. I'm standing on a new foundation right here. I'm leveling up on firm precision right here. I'm comfortable, and right here's where I wanna be. Now would you take a look at me and tell me where I am now? It's so crazy how things have changed. I say no when that God guides me, and He stays on my side, even in the lows and the highs. My presence is immaculate, my existence is needed. I am the proof I was never been seen. I am enough and my soul is complete. So tell me, am I right or wrong for feeling this way? I'm not whole and complete, and ain't nothing gonna change. Right here, I'm standing on right here. Yeah, up on firm decision. Right here, uncomfortable, and right here's where I wanna be.
Are we in the presence of greatness or what? Congratulations.
And the lyrics.
Yeah, she
So
wrote all of that.
Lyrics. I mean, the
Lyricist.
words. I mean,
Wow.
when she's discouraged, just sing your own song, honey.
Yes,
I mean, when you're having a rough day,
Uh-huh.
the lyrics, especially, and then your vibe, the way you're singing it, it's a vibe.
Very original.
It is such, like you just get in
You
that
feel the
moment.
soul in it.
Yeah.
The soul is there, the love is
gosh.
there, the maturity is there, but
Absolutely.
it's very appropriate in what you're going through.
Yes.
So it's
You're
relatable.
not, you're not going. You're singing wisdom at the same time too. You know your age.
Right.
Like I feel like you're speaking wisdom, but you're speaking reality, and
beautiful.
that's rare.
Oh, I'm so happy
Oh
for
my
you guys.
gosh.
That's beautiful.
Chills,
You know, I remember,
skin
when
kind.
I was growing up into the music like that, I had to write it down because it reminded me of like Jeanne, India Ari,
Right.
Neo
Mary
soul.
Mary,
Yes.
but like fusion.
Yeah.
So,
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Dang.
So
Definitely.
Though, yeah.
No, for real.
Those
Like it was just
three.
like, wow,
Well, you have to
yeah.
ask her who her favorite artist is.
Who's your favorite artist?
It's Aaliyah, y'all.
Okay. I
My
did feel
biggest
that. Yeah.
inspiration.
I can hear that.
Yeah, we could hear that.
You
We
got
could
that
definitely.
flow, that
And who
under-
did the beat?
Okay, tell us.
Oh, I think that's me.
Like, wait.
He's like,
Yeah.
Oh, shut up.
But we got more in the oven. We cooking.
Right,
We got
right,
number
right.
2 that's coming up. Yep.
That's
So
a beautiful thing,
she's gonna
guys.
actually perform it. It's not even out yet, but she's gonna perform it on Saturday.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Guys, go to Uprising this Saturday, and I will be there.
Yeah, she's rocking.
Oh, wow.
Yep,
Love
yep.
that.
I will be
Yeah.
there.
Nice.
We are
Oh my
excited for this Saturday because I will be there. I will show up and make sure I am cheering you all on. How
That's
many?
what's up, man.
Unfortunately,
I'll be playing-
I know
I'll be
you be
performing
there.
too.
You guys gonna have to do that because this Saturday also I'm actually gonna be in different. We're gonna be in different places because I'm helping out with the casting call for the modeling. This is the first Pacific
PFS,
Pacific
yes.
Island fashion show that
Are
they're
you
doing a
serious?
casting call for all models to come. It doesn't have to be Pacific Island; it could be anybody. So they're doing a casting call from 11 to 3, and I'm just like, really?
I want to see the actual run
Yeah,
show.
the
Like,
actual runway
yeah.
show. It's going to be
Right.
April 6th, but there's going to be also the 4th and 5th. There's going to be there, but I'm going to be there. I was like, oh, when is that? I was
Well,
like,
we
this
got to
Saturday.
divide and conquer. You
We got
know,
to divide
We
and
gotta do it.
conquer.
We
That's
gotta do
okay.
it. Yes,
Because
yes,
that's why I said, when is it in April? Please let me know because I want to come.
Save the day.
Yeah, we need to save that date because I was like, oh, a lot of stuff happening
It's
in
okay.
April.
There's so much going on. You know, there's
This
enough.
is not the last.
That's
There's
a good
enough of
thing.
us to
Yeah,
go
people are
around,
busy,
right?
and,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
This is not the last time. I'm
Yeah,
so
we're doing about
excited
6 shows this year. So.
for the future of what's to come. I mean, the
Right.
more you guys do, please, come back in and let us know because seasons are growing and changing, and
Yes.
we're just excited for you
And the
guys.
seeds are growing.
Yes.
And blooming.
Yes.
It's about to be springtime. So you guys
Come
check out
on.
Uprising this Saturday from 12 to 3 at Downtown Container Park. We have the beautiful family in the house.
Yes.
Rob Lacey, founder of Manifest Academy, Illegal, producer and family, and Zoe Johnson, and of course her lovely parents who have been the biggest support.
Awesome.
We are excited for you guys, whatever else that's coming through. You know that we're big supporters.
Yes.
Yes,
And you
indeed.
know, we just want to make sure that we show up and
Yeah.
just give you guys all the love.
I'm like, oh my
Overall
gosh.
bubbling with joy.
Oh my goodness.
It's nice to feel the love.
Yeah. So
now, where can they find? Where can they find?
So one more time, let's shout out where you guys are
Instagram.
on social.
We're gonna find me on Instagram at manifest.academy or DEFMAS as Deafmas. That's my personal page, and
I'm at DSKI_the_illegal, spelled ILLEAGLE on Instagram.
Nice.
And y'all can find me at I am Zoe_Gabrielle. No Y with the Zoe, y'all. All lowercase. I am Zoe_Gabrielle. And thank you guys so much. This was such a great thing. Like, I'm so excited. I'm like so happy that I got to do this, got to perform for y'all. This is so fun.
Well, we're happy to have you guys. You guys are welcome anytime.
Yes.
And once again, thank you guys for tuning in. This is Mahalo Halo Las Vegas and then some. I am your host, Toni Rose, with my girl,
MC Lepa Leps. We love you guys. Take care.
Be kind, y'all. Bye.
Peace.
Cheers.